From a transparent laptop to a phone you can wear on your wrist to a full-blown gaming Windows PC inside a controller and robots. Lots of robots. Let's just say MWC 2024 was a lot more than expected. What was once the show for the new Galaxy Unpacked and the new LG, RIP, and where trends are going in mobile, we've come to this point where the term encapsulates a lot more than just phones. The architecture that enabled them has now spun into new use cases, new technologies, and lots of new ideas. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and it's time to dive into the best of MWC 2024, sponsored in part by Techno. Yes, Techno is in part a sponsor of this video, but that's really just to be at the top of the list. Our choice for their new MacBook T16 Pro 2024 Ultra as one of the best of MWC was an easy choice given all the value you're getting. The company has really made a name for itself in emerging markets thanks to their elegant designs, quality materials, powerful internals, and all at a very aggressive price. So imagine a sturdy aluminum laptop with unique design elements from the side branding to the art of the product on the back, but then add all the best specs anyone could ask for. We're talking a high-resolution 16-inch 2.5K display, Intel's new Core Ultra 7 processors, up to 32 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM, up to a terabyte of PCIe 4.0 storage, all the ports you need for expansion, a multi-use trackpad that's pretty neat, a large 99.99 watt-hour battery that can give you up to 20.5 hours of constant use, and yeah, this computer is crazy powerful and not just for traditional computing needs. See, all these specs enable this to be your portable AI computer that's fit to tackle Microsoft Copilot, in addition to all the new generative AI offline imaging features that have become quite the trend. Availability is expected in Q2 2024, and even if the pricing is still pending, I'm sure Techno will not disappoint in its value proposition. Stay tuned for more about it coming in the near future. Next up, let's talk about Honor. I think the best way to describe their new Magic 6 Pro is as the ultimate competitor to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Heck, I've been taking earlier iterations of this phone to concerts because its zooming capabilities are at times better than Samsung's, and that's with less cameras. This is because instead of just using high megapixels on the primary camera, it does so on the telephoto at a crazy 180 megapixels. In addition to that, for those fans of curved displays, that remains here with a gorgeous panel at 120Hz refresh rate, in addition to a crazy peak brightness. Those who don't want to deal with the dread of a glass back that can break, well, this phone comes in a few textures that should last longer. We then also have the power of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, one of the largest batteries in a slab at 5600 mAh, tons of RAM and storage, Dolby speakers, you name it. Now, obviously, this is the era of AI, and the company's Magic Portal stands out in being able to automatically extract important information from photos and text to help you perform tasks faster. Yep, this phone can even track your eyes to drive a car, which I know was kind of funny in the demo, but just proves how powerful this technology can be. Now let's switch to Samsung. Yes, the Galaxy Ring was only on display to the public behind the glass counter, but I actually did get a chance to try it out in a private demo, though no photos or video were allowed. I'm actually preparing a separate video to tell you more about my experience trying it out. I can tell you a few interesting tidbits though. Samsung is aiming to offer this as yet another fitness alternative to give you a choice. You can use it without the watch, but then the combination of both serves as a complement, as the Ring will calculate certain things better than the watch and vice versa. For them to work as a team is already an added bonus over competitors like the Oura Ring. Now, speaking of that, I do prefer its concave design over the Oura Ring. It actually felt crazy light, almost like if I was wearing nothing in my hand, which is a plus as I've never been a fan of rings given the extra feel. Sadly, information on materials wasn't provided or full features, so I can't really tell you how durable it'll be or exactly everything it'll do. It comes in 9 sizes from 5 to 13. I have large hands and 12 was pretty much the sweet spot for me. It comes in 3 colors, platinum silver, ceramic black, and gold, with silver being my favorite, at least for my personal preference. Maybe what I'm excited for the most is Samsung teasing what they call a vitality score coming soon. This is a more comprehensive way to tell you about your fitness level every day, which is a far better solution than just closing rings in my opinion, sort of like body battery on Garmin's. Expect more information coming later this year. Now how about if we switch to OnePlus? I want you to forget that the first OnePlus Watch ever existed because even the company admits this was kind of a disaster. The OnePlus Watch 2 that I'm currently wearing is not just far better than the first attempt, but also may be the best Wear OS watch that I've used ever. I still need more time to provide my full opinion on a review, but let me just start by telling you that this is just too good for the money. To start, tell me what company is giving you a sapphire display, a stainless steel build, mil-spec certification, and then dual-band GPS for $299. Seriously, that alone is enough. But then we have this new dual-chip approach to the device with RTOS doing all the lighter loads and Wear OS 4 doing all the heavy lifting. The result is a theoretical 100 hours of battery life, which is unheard of from an Android smartwatch. Listen, more details to come as soon as I'm ready with this review, but what I can say right now is I can't really tell that I'm using two operating systems in tandem, and that just expresses how good this watch is. Xiaomi might not be the big company in the United States, but it's hard to deny the company's stronghold in the European market. If you like Apple stores in the United States, you'll love Xiaomi stores in Barcelona. So the launch of their 14 series is pretty important after they launched in China 3 months ago. Not sure why the Pro variant wasn't released globally though, as MWC saw the launch of the Xiaomi 14 and then the 14 Ultra, though expect more of the latter in mid-March. For the base model, we're talking more of a flat new appeal to its design, along with its signature minimalistic camera hump and the Leica branding that the company has come to take advantage of for the last couple of years. As expected, we have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 powering the show with more than enough RAM and storage for basic and demanding needs. Maybe the coolest part of this base model is that all three cameras are 50 megapixels with Leica tuning, so it's not like if you're really getting a base model. I mean, hey, the €999 price should also indicate that these are all flagships with different specifics. Stay tuned for more details coming soon. Now let's switch to Motorola. I've never been much for praising or awarding concepts because you never know if they'll ever reach the light of day, but Motorola has proven to be the exception. We've seen folding phones in different form factors, but what about a phone that can bend in different shapes, even up to becoming sort of a smartwatch? Well, for context, I actually saw this design under embargo 2 years ago. A device with different hardware points that could adopt multiple shapes seemed just too good to be true until now that I actually got to see it. The company refers to this as an adaptive display design that can serve many use cases. If you use their Milanese Loop strap, its magnet can then help you snap the phone to your wrist and then turning it into a 4.6-inch display that adopts the same outer screen functionality of the Moto Razr Plus. When open, you have a 6.9-inch display that works so well it almost doesn't feel like a concept. Yeah, not loving the fabric design on the back, but then again, it's just a concept. I am seriously curious if it'll see the light of day because it works like a final product, at least for the most part. While we're on the topic of concept devices, Lenovo also followed suit, but with a transparent laptop. And listen, the company had many products launched at the event, but this is what took all of our spotlight. This is called the Lenovo Thinkbook Transparent Display Laptop. It features a 17.3-inch micro LED see-through display, and hey, even the keyboard area of this panel is transparent, allowing the user for fully transparent experience, because I'm not going to call it immersive. Lenovo says this concept is possible thanks to a high color saturation and the 1000 nit brightness of its micro LED display, which could lead to a future of digital products like we've never seen before. It is distracting to see other people through the panel, sure. Was it annoying that we couldn't dim the display at all since it was really more of a concept than anything? Of course. Was it cool? Yeah, you bet it was. What's a Mobile World Congress without AR or VR glasses, right? Well, we avoid covering the AR ones mostly because those still need a lot of work, but then Oppo's latest AirGlass 3 were not exactly that. Listen, yes, they're massive. I doubt I'd ever want to wear them, even on my large head, but what makes them special is that they're really a step in the right direction and making them look like regular glasses. What's also cool is that they offer bright displays with peak brightness up to 1000 nits within, and their low refractive indexes allow for clearer content visibility. And then this also means there's little to no rainbow effect from the screen, so it's less distracting to other people. They also weigh just a mere 50 grams, and they pair with your smartphone to display content that allows for functions like music controls, calls, etc. Now, another standout feature is their use of a new Andes GPT. These glasses gather input from the surroundings through both sight and sound, and then hand it over through Andes GPT running on your smartphone for processing in order to showcase visual and audio output. You can press the temple of the smart glasses to activate the GPT and ask information about what you see and more. I mean, I think they were pretty interesting. And finally, probably the coolest thing that I saw at MWC 2024 was the Techno Pocket Go. See, the main use case for VR has always been gaming, but as someone who's used the HTC Vive, this idea of a massive set of goggles connected to a PC was just too much. Okay, so just think of how much technology has evolved since 2016. Imagine a pair of smart glasses that then connect to a gaming controller. But what if I told you that the controller was the entire Windows gaming PC and that it even included a replaceable battery? Yes, listen, it sounds so good to be true that I actually had to go do the demo twice just to be sure that it actually was real. The glasses boast two 0.71-inch micro OLED displays capable of a pretty wide field of view, and these connect through USB-C to the Windows PC controller. Within, there's an AMD Ryzen 7 8840HS APU, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and with full-blown Windows 11, all powered by a 50 watt-hour battery that's easily replaceable. You can even connect this controller to a monitor to use it like a regular computer, and the glasses to other sources, and then the glasses support head tracking and diopter correction. I mean, seriously, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 in its full glory and with all the fluidness you'd expect from a high-end gaming PC. Listen, if this is the future of gaming, guys, I am totally down. I cannot wait for this product to launch. To conclude, what can I say? MWC continues to be one of my favorite shows, and especially when technology continues to evolve this well. I mean, from a better approach to gaming to new smartphone form factors, this is really what trade shows are all about. Let me know what you think about the winners in the comments down below, and while you're at it, follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on my personal handles to see me enjoy Barcelona more than ever. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.